So, back for the video where we start heading off into the world from the end of the tutorial. For me, this is literally seconds after the last video finished. And so if we sit here and wait for a little while, Link's going to stretch because he doesn't like to stand still for over an hour for his time. So he's got much better patience than any normal person I know of. But I don't know if I can be bothered sitting and waiting. No, I don't think I can. Alright, so the direction that we want to go, I have the DLC, so to get some of those, well, like the first section for them, you have to head to these ruins that are directly ahead of us. And that's where we're heading right now. I don't always remember which spot exactly it is, but we'll find them. So, see? Check it. Hyrule Kingdom. Oh, hey, well, that was lucky. So it's right there, that first building. And you're just looking for this little bookshelf in the corner. If you've got the DLC, that is. So I usually just skip straight through it because I already know that, well, I know that they'll be in my quest log, so I don't really have to read about it right this very second. Alright, cool, that's enough. And that's that section. Done. I don't like to hang out in Hyrule Field very much at the beginning because it's got guardians and all kinds of things that you don't want to be playing with when you are freshly new to the game and have only just finished the tutorial. I might be heading us into something that we don't want to be in. Yeah, I am. So there's a talus around here, and I believe it's one of those two rocks. Or it might be up there. Either way, if you see giant rocks sticking out of the ground, it's a pretty good rule of thumb to just sort of avoid them until you've gotten a bit more health, unless you really know what you're doing. So, I like to head straight, well, pretty much straight, to Kakariko Village. I don't ever know if I'm saying that right, but anyway. And that's what I often do first, but this here is another Korok hiding place. Cool. They're all over the place. There's something like 900 Koroks in this game, which, you know, it's a crazy amount. Still, I guess it always gives you more things that you can do. For instance, there's another hiding spot down there, if you see that. If you manage to get rocks in the middle of it, like thrown into the middle of it, then a Korok pops up like that one. So, but there's so much to do in this game that it's just like you could spend hours doing it all, and people do. Case in point. Honestly, this is not where I was going initially. I got distracted. As I often do. We were heading to Kakariko Village. And we'll get there. But each video is going to be hopefully not super long, so that people are actually interested in watching it. Ooh, this one's kind of fun. Actually, a lot of them are kind of fun. So, this sort of timing is this one. It's a big thing. Yeah, so, as you can see, these are full and you die. But they're still kind of fun. So, as I said, timing's a big thing for this. Yeah, so there's a chest in the corner there. Ta-da! Chest. That we're going to aim for. I might need to do this a couple of times to get it to work though, so bear with me. Woohoo! First time. That almost never happens. Okay. And dump some of my old stuff. Almost every time. Although, an interesting thing to note is that the chests, it's not like they disappear, so you can redo, like go to each shrine again and go back to that chest. If you didn't open it, it will still have the stuff in it. So if you left it in the chest, then you can go back to a shrine you've completed previously and collect the stuff that you left in the chest. So if you took the stuff from the chest, then it's not going to be there, obviously. Alrighty. And then press the B button quickly so that you don't end up going too far. They must have been really proud of that animation. I got my mouth. Because you can't skip it. Which makes me realize that if you do all of the shrines, you have to watch that particular animation 120 times. Well, more if you got the DLC. Like, wow, that's a lot of times. Alright, I was heading... Okay, speaking of Koroks, which we weren't, but now we are. That's another one. It's a hiding spot. You end up needing to put another block to make them match. So, little fox. Right, sorry. Distracted myself again. I do that a lot. We were heading to Kakariko Village. And along the way, there's another spot for DLC content that you go and collect the book. You know, that tells you where the things are hidden. So, which is why I'm climbing up here, so I can get to that spot. So, can't be bothered going up there. Wow, there's lots of spots for Koroks in this very spot here. Like, that's another one that I believe you stand next to that one and it puts up a bunch of balloons that you shoot arrows at. Once you've shot all of the balloons, it pops out. So there's lots of different types, which is cool. Alrighty. 10 minutes, alright. So, this one is another ruin of villages. And there's a talus. It's either that section there or over there. Hard to say. I don't ever remember which section it is. But you can pretty much just run away from it if it does wake up. So again, we're looking for one of them bookcases with a book on it. that is surprisingly unweathered. I didn't intend to do that. Ah. Alright. This is not the spot I want to be at. Let's see. It might be this building. There it is. See? Alright. So, this one's fairly straightforward as to where it is. You pretty much just want to go... It's pretty much just a straight shot from when you jump off of the Great Plateau edge where I did. If you just keep going straight, you pretty much go right to it. Okay. So, if you see that in the distance, that thing there, if you stand on the top of that when you're playing, if you play, you should be able to just go straight to this spot here. It's next to this giant wagon. That's a monster right there. Camouflaged. Weasel foes. Could try climbing, Link. Or running like a crazy person. What? Alright, that's crazy. I've never done it that way before. I believe these ones are also crook hiding places. What you gotta do is make the trees match the amount of arrows. Apples. Jeez, I could try saying the right word. What the heck? Alright, there we go. Okay. Well, it's not just the amount, it's also the placement, so... for the last apple, I usually just shoot an arrow at it, because otherwise it's pretty difficult to... What? See? What? And there's the apple. Oh, and I even got to keep the arrow. That's sweet. Alright. So, past the Dueling Peaks, in that direction is Kakariko Village. And getting to the Dueling Peaks is not super difficult, but it will take a while. So... there we go. Alright. Huh. Well, that's cool. As you can probably see, there is a chest up there. I probably won't be able to reach it, though. Maybe. Oh no, I should be right. Stamina's a thing. And at this stage in the game, you probably want to find something tall to jump off if you want to do anything, like climbing to certain high things. For instance, that tower, or this chest. That tower, I usually like to jump off of that spot up there, or that one there, and just paraglide to it. Of course, if you pick that side, you'll end up down here and you'll still have to climb most of the tower, but, you know. Okay. And at this stage in the game, we don't have any good swimming equipment, which most of your ability to do good things, well, the fun things, are clothing, which we don't get until certain parts of the game, sadly. Oh hey, just a random cooking pot in the middle of the forest. That's not suspicious at all. Alright. Octoroks. Gotta love them. So what I was meaning about the clothing and the swimming, it's not completely out of left field for anyone who wants to know why I'm rambling about that, is the fact that it's surrounded by water. And yeah, you could just climb up, but where's the fun in that? The trick is coming at it from a vantage point that doesn't bring you directly past that, which is a monster house. So getting to it from there is a little trickier because the monsters are on high alert pretty much. And anyway, as I said, distracting myself, I do it very often. The water is running a lot faster than we have the ability to swim in. Like later on, that's not going to be much of a problem. But right now, it is. If I went swimming in that, I would just be pushed along with it. Oh good, more stall. Alright, so that's not what you want right now, is to be pushed along by the current, because if you're coming from anywhere that's not upstream, you will miss, you'll miss this entirely, which is where you want to be. So it's better not to try and test your endurance or stamina or whatever you want to call it while you're at this really beginner stage of the game in the water. Like, yeah, the fact that we can swim at all is a huge improvement on Link's in the past, but it's still not really where you want to be at this point. Doesn't take much longer before being in the water, not really a problem at all. So those are probably, aside from the taluses that we narrowly avoided earlier, some of the stronger monsters we will have yet encountered from this point. Because as you can see, they're a different colour. Still bokoblins, but they're a little bit stronger than the other ones, which can be difficult if you've not really played it before. Or you still only got the weapons that you got on the plateau, which are like 3 points of damage for each monster or something. So, and those things have got, I don't remember exactly the amount, but it's like, I want to say over 100 points of health. So take a while to kill him using a little spear of like 3 points. I love these spots. Look at that, beautiful. Just makes me think about the art that someone did of Link standing up on the thing and like holding his tongue out underneath the drop. As if no, Link, don't do it. Oh dear. Alrighty, well, I'm going to call that done for this one. I guess in the next one we will look at the 3 shrines that are near here. And then head to Kakariko Village, probably in the next one after that. But thanks for watching.